eSIM Studios YouTube and mobile app. The eSIM Studios YouTube channel offers the very best technology news and reviews with in-depth coverage found nowhere else. Hosted by founder and creator, Taylor Bell. He's a really good dude, college educated, and worked inside the industry. He knows what he is talking about. The eSIM Studios mobile app is an experience unlike any other tech app, with an easy-to-use interface view, late-breaking tech news from all over the industry, and so much more. eSIMstudios.app also includes the unlocker. Learn to unlock phones from the professionals for free. The clean and intuitive layout, finding breaking news articles and deals in tech has never been easier. Watch and listen to the eSIM Studios YouTube channel and podcast from within the app. Additional features include easy Gcam download and installation, the Android Flash tool, and sign up for our weekly giveaway drawing. Download the eSIM Studios mobile app at eSIMstudios.app and find us on YouTube by simply searching eSIM Studios.
Off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIM Studios podcast live stream episode number 126. I would like to thank everybody for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Got a couple of stories here involving tablets, OnePlus, Apple. Got a number of stories. We'll try to run through them pretty quick. I do apologize for the late start, but it is Saturday afternoon, June 22nd, 2024. Before we get started, I would like to let you know that as you saw the commercial there, maybe I might cut this out on the audio podcast, but you can watch us live. You can listen to our podcast on the eSIMstudios.app application. eSIMstudios.app. It's a web app. You install it on your phone, just like right on your home screen, just like a regular app. We have news, we have reviews, we have Gcam installs. We got everything you need there. It's like a techie's dream. Basically, try to throw everything in there that involves technology that you would enjoy. So you can also catch us on any podcast platform, wherever you get your podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Simply type in eSIM Studios in the search bar and we shall pop up, or just Google eSIM Studios. You'll find us. We're all over Google. We have enough content now that we'll pop up anywhere. So you'll be able to find us wherever you're looking, whether it's our app, whether it's my reviews or podcast. Just Google eSIM Studios. Let's go ahead and jump into it real quick. So let me show you. Speaking of the eSIM Studios application, let's get in it. Let me share the screen here. Actually, it's not in this browser. Where is it? In this browser, I think it is. There we go. So we mentioned, if you're into tablets, over in our deals section, if you go to deals, check this out. So you can get an Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra. Same tablet I have right here. Same deal that I got it on maybe about a month ago. The deal is back. It was only live for a few days, I think, when I got mine. Now the deal is back. You can get basically this tablet for a couple $100. It's an absolute steal. Now, why is Samsung doing that? Well, that's because they're about to release their brand new tablet, the successor of the S9 Ultra, the S10 Ultra. That's correct, S10 Ultra, and it's been spotted, right? So, we have pictures, we have renderings. To your surprise, on the outside, it's not all that different. But that's a good thing, because it's an absolute beautiful tablet. This looks exactly like the S9 Ultra, same dimensions. I think it's like a gram difference in weight. So essentially it's the same device. Now, that's nice because the cases will fit. The S9 Ultra was the same as the S8 Ultra tablet. And now the S10 is going to be the same size, S10 Ultra tablet. So you'll be able to buy, the cases tend to be a little cheaper when you can spread them out between different generations. So the design change is not really that. It's going to be a carryover. But again, it's a really, really beautiful tablet. 14.6-inch Super AMOLED display. I think they're keeping most everything the same. Obviously, it's going to have an upgraded CPU. Right, it's going to have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. The S9 Ultra, the previous model, has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Still phenomenal CPU, does everything you need it to. Now, you are going to see, I believe, a storage upgrade. It looks like the base model is going to have 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. But then as soon as you jump up to 512 gigs or a terabyte, they're going to put in 16 gigs of RAM. So I believe last year's model, the S9 Ultra, had 12 gigs all the way through. So this year they're going to put 16 gigs in it of RAM, which is good. Now you can also do expandable storage as well. RAM expansion, use some of your storage for your RAM, but I've been fine with 12. Although I think I've added 8 on it from storage. So essentially it's got 20 gigs of RAM. So more than enough, no glitches, more than enough to do anything you want. Now, release date. We do not know when the release date is going to be. It could launch with the upcoming foldables, the Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 on January 10th. However, I think that's unlikely. I think they're going to introduce the watches, the new Galaxy Watch 7, Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra, and Galaxy Watch FE. I think they're releasing that with the foldables on July 10th in Paris at Samsung's Unpacked event. Special Unpacked event just for the Olympics. But I don't think this is going to get launched with it. Now, here's my reasoning. Typically, right before launch, you'll see the device go through the FCC, get certified through the FCC, and that's public records. It's not like, so anything that passes through there usually always gets picked up and like, okay, so the launch is really close. The watches already went and got FCC certification. So that means it's probably going to launch in the, I think the Flip 6 and the Fold 6. If they haven't gone through FCC certification, they're going to go through this week. So I think they're going to release the new watch series on July 10th with the foldables. And I think they'll simply just make an announcement online. They're not going to have a big launch party or an Unpacked event for the tablets. They'll probably just put out a press release and say, hey, these are on sale. I know they have paired this up with the Samsung Galaxy devices before. But so far, this will definitely get launched before the S25 series. So probably looking at about another month or two, and these should pop up for sale. So take advantage of that S9 Ultra deal over in the deals section. Or if you want to wait and hang around for this sucker, you will not be disappointed. I can guarantee you that. So if you want some more information, please see our S10 Ultra publication, our article we wrote on eSIMstudios.app. Now, OnePlus. OnePlus is in the tablet game as well. OnePlus has put out a tablet called the OnePlus Pad. Now that's a smaller, different dimensions, right? It's a different aspect ratio. However, they did run the MediaTek CPU in there. This year, you're going to see a big change. This year, it's reported OnePlus is going to put the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in this OnePlus Pad Pro, they're going to call it. It's the most powerful chipset in the world as far as OnePlus is concerned. This is the best processor you could put in here at the moment. That's correct. Last year had a Dimensity 9000. Now it's a suitable CPU, right? But the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 outperforms it. It's just bottom line. It'll be very, very powerful. OnePlus is claiming in a Weibo video or in a post, which is like China's WhatsApp, or it's a social media app over there. OnePlus, OnePlus was mentioned as saying in one of their own posts, this new OnePad Pro will be the most powerful Android tablet of them all. So much more that it should beat the the S10 Ultra, even though they're running the same CPU. OnePlus tweaks their operating systems ever so slightly, just a little bit more, where it should, this OnePlus Pad Pro or Pad 2 should beat the Samsung Galaxy S10 Ultra in benchmark testing. Not by a lot, but enough to give them bragging rights. You will have a keyboard attachment that looks newer. A stylus is also available, although I don't believe it comes with one. You have to get that online, right? But here are the pictures. So it doesn't look all that different from the first gen. First gen looked very, very similar. 627. Oh shit, that's in 5 days. So cool. So this will definitely be launched sooner than the S10 Ultra. So that will be on the lookout for that. If you're interested, probably going to sell it on OnePlus website. And I'm sure probably in Best Buy, something like that. So maybe on their Amazon store. I have no idea. But trust me, when it gets launched here in 5 days, we'll let you know where you can get it. Okay. Speaking of OnePlus. So there is new battery technology. New battery technology that I think is far overdue. We've been sitting on this lithium-ion battery pack that comes in every cell phone manufactured, I don't know, basically since ever. Time for a new technology, right? So OnePlus has developed this new battery. It's called a Glacier battery. Now, this Glacier battery is going to power all new OnePlus smartphones moving forward. It's a possibility they might lease this technology out to Samsung or nothing. It's possible. So OnePlus has co-developed a new 6,100 milliamp per hour battery capacity designed for high performance phones. It supports 100-watt fast charging, super fast charging, and it's promised to last with 80% health even after 4 years of usage. The upcoming OnePlus Ace 3 Pro is the first handset from OnePlus that will feature this new battery tech. So this should revolutionize, or at least start a revolution in smartphone battery technology, right? This new Glacier battery is based on silicon carbon anode. Silicon carbon anode. It's a battery technology jointly developed by OnePlus and Indig New Energy, if I pronounced that right. Probably did not. Supposedly designed specifically for high-performance phones, it will reward users' charging habits as well as deliver at least 2 days of battery life on one charge. And the cool thing is too, even when the battery gets drained, you get down to 2, 3, 4%, whenever you want to choose to plug it in and charge it up, it'll charge in like 15 minutes. I mean, this is insane. Glacier battery is said to have the following unique advantage over traditional lithium ion. A 5-minute quick charge will give users the equivalent of 2 hours of gameplay or 3.5 hours of social media surfing. Just 5 minutes will give you 2 hours of heavy gameplay or 3.5 hours of web surfing, social media surfing, what have you. Another attractive element of this new battery capacity is that it can support OnePlus's 100-watt super fast charging tech, which can charge from 0 to 100 in just 36 minutes. Another notable element of the new technology is that the battery performance is said to be maintained at 80% after 4 years of usage. Look, they've had this thing in-house. They've been researching, designing this product, and they test it over and over and over, and that's how they're getting these numbers, right? Despite having a large 6100 mAh battery, it's reportedly smaller than the traditional 5000 mAh battery found in most Android smartphones, thanks to the high-performance bionic silicone carbon material that is used to manufacture this Glacier battery. It also has an ultra-high energy density of 763 watts per liter, which is 23% higher than regular graphite batteries. So not only did they make a bigger 6100 mAh battery, they made it smaller than a 5000 mAh battery. How do they do that? Because they developed this new technology that creates, when they produce this battery, the inside of the battery is 23% denser than a regular battery and found in any other smartphone, right? OnePlus smartphones are known to have a large battery capacities, especially the OnePlus 12 and OnePlus 12R, which already come with 54 and 5500 mAh batteries respectively. I put my main SIM card. I put my SIM number 1 in this phone yesterday. Battery life is insane. It blows away any other phone I've used in battery life. It puts my S24 Ultra to shame. Shame on you, Samsung. So check this out. I'm on 78% and I unplugged it this morning. 78% and I unplugged it this morning. On my Samsung by now, I'm charging my phone. It's at 13, 14, 15%. So this blows away already. And this OnePlus 12 does not even have this new battery tech that y'all are looking at. So just imagine, this new battery tech will come, the new Glacier, OnePlus Glacier battery, will be included inside of the OnePlus 13. So that just makes me very excited. I anticipate the launch of the OnePlus 13. Now that I love this phone, I'm definitely going to get the OnePlus 13. It's just a badass device. There's no other way to put it. And then especially when you put battery technology in it like this, where no other Android phone, probably for the next 18 months, is going to have this. Now, as I mentioned, is that to say, who knows? Samsung could be developing similar battery technology. They might not be. Right? They may just continue to roll on with this lithium ion that everybody's stuck on. Or OnePlus could lease this technology, the patent, the design, to other companies like Samsung, but obviously Samsung would have to pay OnePlus for that tech, right? So the first phone that's going to come in is the upcoming Ace 3 Pro, which is expected to launch in China at the end of this month. So we're just talking just a few days here. This new Glacier battery will be on the streets. During the Glacier battery launch, the company confirmed that the upcoming Ace 3 Pro will be the company's first phone to feature this new 6100 mAh battery tech, and it'll also feature an 8th gen Snapdragon chip. A sister device to this OnePlus Ace 3 is also recently launched. And that's the basic battery tech in Chinese or Mandarin or whatever you want to call it. But very excited to see this come to life. Cannot wait to get my hands on one of these. And I will say, you can usually buy these. So this is coming in the Ace 3 Pro. You can buy this You can buy an Ace series on AliExpress. So they're not going to launch this Ace 3 Pro in the United States, but if you want to get your hands on one, you can go over to AliExpress, either their website or the application, and purchase one. They're normally around $400, so it's going to be a badass phone, pretty cheap, and you won't regret it. I think these are, not just saying with the Ace 3 Pro, but moving now and moving forward, it looks like OnePlus is back. They're definitely back. I just hope they're here to stay. Hope they continue to put out good products. I had written them off a couple years ago, and I'm glad to say that OnePlus is back. I freaking love this phone. Cameras are better than the S24 Ultra. That's a fact. So I've been learning as using this device. I've had my SIM card in here for about 24 hours. After using this device, it really opens my eyes, because this does beat a lot of Android flagships in many different categories, but nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about OnePlus. I don't know why. I shouldn't say nobody, but very few, right? Very few do. But here we're going to toot their horn and we're going to promote them. As long as you continue to put out a good product, whether it be an application, whether it be a phone, whether it's glass, screen protectors, cases, we're going to promote you here at eSIM Studios. And if you don't put out and if you don't put out good products, if you put out shitty products, we're going to state that too, right? We're just telling you the truth, and that's all I can do, right? So, phenomenal device. I'm real quick. I'm putting together a slideshow. Actually, it's going to be pre-recorded, uploaded video. S24 Ultra shots, camera shots versus my OnePlus 12, and I'm going to put the picture side by side, and then go through slide by slide by slide, so everybody can see. But for my initial testing, this beats the S24 Ultra in battery life and in camera photo quality. Absolutely amazing. You know, this has 120x, right? You know how Samsung has 100x zoom that you can zoom in and take shots of the moon? Well, guess what? You can do it on here too. Check out this photo. So I took this photo last night. Freaking awesome. So they're doing a lot of things, everything you can do on your phone, on your Samsung phone that you love, that's keeping you stuck to using Samsung. Well, guess what? OnePlus can basically do that as well. So very nice, very fast, fluid operating system. Cannot wait. Okay. Now let's see. Let's check Apple Vision Pro. So it looks like after a few months of so reviews, after a few months of really struggling sales, after initial week or so of it being all over social media and the internet, and then the months following that, absolutely nothing. It appears Apple suspended working on the Apple Vision Pro 2. We got word this week that Apple is, I wouldn't say cutting and or complete. Look, they stopped the project. They're not going to make the Apple Vision Pro 2. What they're going to do is they are going to reintroduce initiate that team. So that department that was in charge of creating, designing, and research and development for the Apple Vision Pro 2, they're actually going to put their focus on another product. Now, what is that other product? That's going to be a similar product to the Vision Pro and or Vision Pro 2 at a cheaper price. At a cheaper price, which is, I think, a smart idea. I think a lot of people would use this if it was cheaper. A lot of people would buy this if it was cheaper. Now, that doesn't mean Apple gets off scot-free here because they were to blame too for the sluggish sales. So about a month ago, they cut production down of this Apple Vision Pro. And then we get word this week that they're not making a Vision Pro 2. I don't know if it's going to be named. Who knows what the hell it's going to be named? Is it going to be a new product altogether? Or are they going to put Vision Pro 2 with a catchy name on it, or FE like Samsung does, or like Nothing and Pixel do? Vision Pro A, right? Which is a watered down version. But price was the determining factor mainly. $3,500 for the base model, and that's not including taxes. So when you talk taxes, you're looking at over $4,000 just to buy the base model. It's heavy, right? MKBHD is famous on his video for saying his neck was sore after usage of the Apple Vision Pro because it's so heavy. Not to mention the lack of applications. So there's still only a handful of applications you can use on the Apple Vision Pro. I think it's imperative for Apple to get developers using this code, developing applications for this specific device. Apple's famously been in feuds with these app developers because they take so much of the profits. They take upwards of almost half of what these app companies make in revenue. Apple takes half of that, and many of these app developers went on strike and said, we're not making any more Apple applications because y'all simply take too much money. Most famous, the developers of Fortnite. They said, no, we're not doing it. So that hurt Apple sales. So I think if they can get the price down to what, I have no idea. I think the Meta Quest, is it the Quest, Meta's VR headset? I believe that's around $500. Now, I don't expect Apple to get it down to $500. If they can keep it at least $1,000, like $19.99. If they can put out $1,999, I think they'll have a better shot. The closer you get to 500, the better, because there's a lot of people picking the Meta Quest, I think that's the name, over the Apple Vision Pro simply because of the price, right? I'd rather spend $500 than and have a whole ton of apps and cool stuff you can do than spend base at least $4,000 and you only can use a handful of apps. Your neck gets sore and all that stuff. So I'm not really surprised that we saw this with Apple. I don't have the sales numbers, the current sales numbers for the Apple Vision Pro, but it does not look good. So that's why they have continued. That's why they stopped sales of all Apple Vision Pro 2. Yeah, you can still buy the first one. Correct. Yeah, you can still buy the first one. Just they're not making the number 2. I'm sorry if I confuse y'all. Yeah, you can still buy the originals. They're still in the store, but you will not be able to buy 2 because there simply won't be one, right? So you'll see something cheaper. And again, I think that's. Let's look up the Vision. What is it? What is it? I think they're called Meta. Is it Meta Quest? See, I don't even know what they call it. It's called the Quest. Quest 2. Yo, so when is Prime Day? So here's what they look like. The Quest 2 is still the best value VR headset around, but it comes with some big caveats, right? Let's see what those are. Whoa, what is this? As low as $99. The Meta Quest 2, once called Oculus Quest 2, is nearing its 4th birthday. We're expecting to see some major changes, some major deals happen this year, particularly once Amazon Prime rolls around, which we expect may happen in the coming weeks. We've seen the headset hit as low as $99. Where can I get it for $99? Up to the Prime Day date. And a price like that is only time you should consider picking this up. Hold up, $99. Where the hell can I get that? I do not see. Okay, so I guess that's not live. However, what we can do, check this out. So if you go to eSIMstudios.app, you want to know how you can find the very best deal on any electronics? Go to eSIMstudios.app, scroll down to buy phones. It's not just phones, but type in, what was it called? Meta Quest 2. Enter. $199. I didn't know they were this cheap. That is insane. So what's up with this? Is this good? Let's check what the article says. May have to get one. Oh shit, y'all weren't seeing that. Look, so when you search here in eSIM Studios and you hit search, it pulls up this page right here, and then it gives you a list of all the ones for sale across the entire internet. And then you can fine tune the search by hitting this thing right here, and be able to fine tune just for you what you're looking for. But let's see what they were saying, right? Let's see. I don't see. Several upcoming games will be Quest 3 exclusive, but the Quest 2 can still play the classics. Is the Quest 3 available? Let's see. Oh, they do have a Quest 3. Oh, I'm tripping. I didn't know that was available. So this is clearly better. Interesting. Do they have a Quest 4? I doubt it. Maybe. Shit, I don't know. They do not. It looks like they just go up to Quest 3. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's a better buy than the Apple Vision Pro. Now, Apple Vision Pro, probably cooler, probably bigger, better bragging rights than a Meta Quest 3. But much cheaper, much less expensive, right? So very, very cool. I don't know what price point they're going to be looking to get this new second version out with. I don't know the price point they're going to be looking at, but it's probably going to be more expensive than $500. Probably over 1,000 because it's a specialty item, Anyways, Apple's going to be coming out with some cool stuff. They just need to, again, lower the price, get these app developers back in here or back in there developing applications specifically for the cheaper Vision, Apple Vision, whatever they're going to call it. It's imperative because that's what makes this Quest 3 so cool. They got so many cool games and stuff like that you can play on the Meta Quest 3, a VR headset, right? All right. Let's look if did I miss anything, and then we'll get out of here. Let's see here. Damn, I lost my screen, didn't I? Can you see me now? There we go. Lord have mercy. It's been messing up lately. I don't know why. Uh-oh. Another T-Mobile breach. Oh, boy. You know what that means. So T-Mobile recently raised prices and disabled Google Authenticator. Why would they do that? Intel broker. T-Mobile denies the breach, claiming the systems were not accessed. The data was possibly stolen from a third-party vendor server. T-Mobile is investigating the situation, and it is unclear if customer data has been compromised. This would be the carrier's third data breach in 3 years. So why would they disable Google Authenticator? Interesting. We have no idea. And I'm not signing up for that. Hell no. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to get out of here and investigate this. And we will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I do appreciate everybody joining us on this Saturday afternoon. I might do an early episode, maybe around noon tomorrow. I have plans in the afternoon, so I'll probably get one in around noon tomorrow, Sunday. So expect a earlier podcast live stream tomorrow, Sunday, 23rd of June. But that'll do it for today. I do appreciate, as I mentioned, everybody joining us. Thank you very much. Remember, you can listen to us on any podcast platform. Simply search eSIM Studios, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Well, I guess they transformed that to YouTube Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio app, all those good places. Search eSIM Studios, you'll find us. And if you joined the live stream a little late, simply just hit the replay on this episode. I do appreciate it. I'll trim off the very beginning intro where I wait a few minutes for people to join. So to better playback experience for you. Thank you very much. Have a safe, enjoyable Saturday afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.